God, this is a lot of questions. Okay. Hi, I'm Jasmine Cephas Jones, and I am taking the InStyle Badass Questionnaire. Rank the Schuyler sisters in order of most badass. Well, I'm gonna say Peggy first, because I played Peggy. Eliza, and then Angelica, because she be looking out for her sisters. My most embarrassing on-stage moment was when I was really, really sick. My big number, Say No to This. Nothing really came out of my mouth, so I had to talk sing Say No to This. I made it through. Blank is how I ended up playing dual roles in Hamilton. I auditioned. I did about 3 auditions for it. Sang a Prince song in one of my auditions. And I sang the Say No to This song, and then Alex Lackamore wrote out the Peggy lines on a napkin and taught it to me in the audition room, just to see if I could go from like R&B sultry to young child. I guess I nailed it. My favorite song to perform in Hamilton was, probably Say No to This, because I really got to belt and sing. But, my favorite song in the show is Wait For It. I absolutely love that song, and Leslie Odom Jr. killed it every night. Love you, Les. Oh, you know what I have? I have the original posters that we all signed from the public. To get ready before I go on stage, my pre-show playlist is... I used to dance to Beyonce with Pippa and Renee a lot in our, in our dressing rooms we shared. We call it the Schuyler Sisters Suite. Sometimes I play some Stevie Wonder, Prince. If I feel like I want to relax or I got a lot of anxiety, I'll play some Enya. The scene from Hamilton that was the hardest, ooh child, let me tell you, Helpless and Satisfied. Learning those two, we didn't have a turntable, so we didn't know where we were gonna end up. We had to go backwards in order to find out where we would end up. If that makes any sense. Doesn't make any sense, didn't make any sense to us. Our brains would hurt every time we would leave rehearsal. That was probably the hardest. Falling in love with a fellow Hamilton cast member was awesome. I got to share an experience for 2 years with a person that I am now engaged to. So it went pretty well. You're halfway to an EGOT. That's so crazy. An EGOT is an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony, all into one little word. I have got an Emmy and a Grammy, so that means I'm halfway to an EGOT. Rank these badass she-got winners. These are all like amazing women in their own right. It's really hard to rank. Rita Moreno is a legend, so I'm gonna just put her first. Whoopi Goldberg, I grew up watching Whoopi. Audrey Hepburn, because Audrey Hepburn is a classic. If I could co-star along any actor, dead or alive, it would be Gary Oldman. My favorite actor of all time. Love Gary Oldman. Gary, if you can hear me, I would love to act with you one day. Thank you. My favorite song to cover is How Come You Don't Call Me by Prince. Oh, look, the next question. Partying with Prince was dreamlike, who can say that they got to party with Prince? A badass woman is a woman that is true to herself, doesn't let her fears stop her from doing what she loves to do, has a kind heart, but don't take no shit. I'm a night owl. I want to be an early bird, but it just doesn't happen. Sneakers. Instagram, drama. Acting or singing? Come on, guys. Both. I think on screen I like to make people cry. Nala or Prince? I love them equally. Prince is definitely more Anthony's dog, and Nala's more my dog, but I love them both. Big wedding. I'll say Off-Broadway, so people out there, you can support Off-Broadway. Revolution! I guess Mariah. I felt blank after winning a primetime Emmy. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. It felt amazing and almost dreamlike, honestly. When I found out they would be remaking Blindspotting into a series, I was like, yes, let's go. One thing I have in common with Ashley Rose is there's a groundedness about her that I really love and I connect to. 3 words that describe my EP, Bluebird. Honest, soulful, heartfelt. If I weren't an actress or a singer, I would be helping baby animals that need to be rescued and put them back into the wild. That's very specific, but. Okay, rank these red carpet looks. So we'll do this one. This was after the Oscars, which was amazing. Second, I think us at the SAG Awards, giving very Slytherin vibes. And then this was at TIFF. My go-to power outfit is honestly like some sweats and Doc Martens. I felt the most badass in my character, Mariah Reynolds clothing. I think it's the most beautiful piece I've ever worn. Shout out to Paul Tazwell, who does the costumes. The first thing I do in the morning is have a cup of coffee. I cannot function. I'm not a human being until I drink some coffee. Okay, you attended the same high school as Jennifer Aniston, Timothée Chalamet, and Nicki Minaj. That is true. Good old LaGuardia. Ham for Ham originated when Broadway guests brought ham to the show in exchange for front row seats. That's true. It's true. That's false? Oh, you mean ham, like actual ham.
Like, how can I make this super false?
Ain't nobody bringing no ham. You and your father are the first father-daughter duo in history to win Emmy Awards in the same year. That is true. My dad and I broke a record and made history last year. You're a badass on stage and on screen. What are your tips for preparing for roles in either capacity? I try to analyze a script as much as I can, and do research about the character as much as I can. Take time for emotional preparation. Every role is different and asks for different things, but I think just be as most prepared as possible and then throw it out the window and get to play and experiment. Thanks, InStyle. If you had as much fun as me, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe below.